What's up, guys? It's Patrick once again with another saber reveal. This time, what I have isn't a Graflex, surprisingly. This time, I have a fully installed Korbanth Crossguard 2.0. This has been long in the making. If you remember last video I posted, it was a review of this saber, and you probably tell that it looks a lot different than it did in the initial review of it. So externally, what I've done is I've sanded off a lot of the black paint on the side emitters for a more Last Jedi type look, and I put some blue in here to make it look burnt. I added a 832 set screw for the blade, for the main blade, and two 832 screws underneath here for the side blades. I still have the original tactile button. I customized the inside of here, so as you can see, there's two wires, there's three metal bars, there's the original part, which has been covered in a little bit of brown to make it kind of weathered, and I used some old parts from tactile switches. This is for a screw from a TGS Graflex clamp, and I just think it looks pretty cool. And here's the red wire. This is actually not the one it came with, because the one that it came with was a little thick, and it got scratched up when I put it through the little wire holders here. So this is actually a 24 gauge wire that I ordered off a custom saber shop. These two end wire holders are super glued in, and these two are screwed to allow for some more space. I kept the original buttons here. This little button here holds the there's a little piece of plastic in there from the blade plug, because I cut the blade plug, and I'm using that to hold this switch up. And so in here, where is it? Oh, I won't get to that yet. In here you can see that there's a actual new pommel insert, and I'll just take that out real quick. Oh, I forgot to take the wire out. The wire was stuck in there because I drilled a little tiny hole in there so that the wire could stick in there. So this is a Goth 3D Designs pommel insert for the Crossguard 2.0, and I just think it looks amazing. Right here's the little hole that I drilled for the wire, and when I put it back in, I'll show you guys that. I'll just put it back in here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I love the design of the saber. I think it may be 1-to-1, but I'm not 100% sure. I know that the Phoenix props is pretty close to 1-to-1, but I think it's a little smaller than the original prop. I don't know. That's just what I've seen off of YouTube and other reviews. So I'm trying to get the wire in here, but it's a little tricky. I think you need a pair of pliers to really push it down in there. But for now, I'll just leave it there. So internally, it has a single Tri-Cree deep red white for flash on clash. And as you can see here, you can see a little bit of the blade holder, and there's, the LED module. And there are little holes drilled out to allow some light to pass into the side blades. The blade depth isn't too deep, but it's still enough. It's still pretty sturdy for medium dueling. This little screw in here holds the LED in place. What have we got in here? Oh, internally we have a Goth 3D Designs Padawan chassis. Here you can see the removable 18650 battery with some ribbon to get the battery out easily. And there's a 28mm premium speaker down here underneath the pommel cap. If you just remove the pommel and look up, you'll be able to see it. The Nano Biscotti sits right underneath the battery, so if you want to get to that, I'll post another video showing how to get this chassis out, because it's kind of a process, but it's not too difficult. And yeah, so there was a little section over this that was magnetic, but it doesn't fit when I put the battery in, which is unfortunate, but you know, it still works. You can't really tell. Alright, and so I have 2 sound fonts in the saber. I have Korbanth's Crossguard 2.0. Oh, that little part's sticking out. I'll get that in there. So I have Korbanth's Crossguard 2.0 for some Last Jedi sounds, and I also have Lord Blakeo's Crossguard sound font from The Force Awakens. So I think it's in deep sleep, so I'll just boot it up real quick.
Did you come back to say you forgive me? To save my soul?
And this is Korbanth's Crossguard 2.0. There you can see the red shining through there and there. I won't show you the main blade because it doesn't have a blade plug in at the moment. I believe this has Battlefront sound effects in it, but I'm not 100% sure. And there you can see the white for the flash on Clash. Alright, let's switch to the next font. You switch to the next font by just holding down the main button.
I know what I have to do.
This is also Korbanth's Crossguard, but it's a different sound. So what I went for was, the first font you heard was the battle between Kylo Ren and Luke. And I took that sound, and this is Kylo's lightsaber sounds from the throne room scene. And I really like that ignition sound. It's all the same sounds, it just has a different ignition. I kind of do what Shamim does with his fonts. Switch fonts again. And this will be Lord Blakeo's Crossguard.
I'll show you the dark side.
Alright, and I'll just switch this on real quick. And I really like this sound. Yeah, so I'll just turn it off and then go right to the blade review. Alright guys, I'm back with the blade reveal. And my phone's deciding not to stand up right now. Hold on a sec. Alright, that's good. So, since it's a normal, since it's just a single Tri-Cree, the side blades are kind of dim in this broad daylight, but the main blade is still plenty bright. So if it looks a little dim, that's just because it's broad lit daylight. And also I'm going to include 2 resistors in case you want to add any LEDs in here. They're going to be the same resistors I use with the main LED. So yeah, if you guys want to do that, whoever purchases this saber, that'll be great. Even the red shows up a little bit. It's not bad. Sorry, the phone's ringing in the background. And I've got a nice pulse going. Yeah, it looks really dim in the broad daylight, but it's actually pretty bright.
Did you come back to say you forgive me? To save my soul?
Alright, so that's the review, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll post the chassis removal pretty soon. Thanks for watching.